What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with game number 3, the deciding game between Team Liquid now on the Radiant and Mousesports on the Dire. Team Liquid took game number 1, pressuring Mousesports a little bit too quickly before Mousesports could get big enough to actually push back. And then Mousesports took game number 2 in a relatively straightforward Cancer Lancer game where the split pushing kept Liquid from taking the Raxes, and then they just simply could not compete up to a certain point, and then Mousesports pushed in for the win. So we'll be seeing if Mousesports want to run something similar to that last game. Phantom Lancer is probably something that Team Liquid are going to mind themselves for. I mean, you kind of don't want to be up against that again. Losing the Phantom Lancer once like that, and it's going to be really hard for them to recover if they end up going against the Phantom Lancer again. The strategy that Team Liquid implemented of trying to isolate out Black and then kill him and really not have to worry about him worked to some degree. I mean, they did push in pretty aggressively, took a tier 3 tower rather early on, but in the end, just the lack of AoE really came back to bite them. And I expect to see either a ban of the Phantom Lancer or a great tool against him, like a giant amount of AoE. Get some person who cleaves or something like that. Get a gyrocopter, get a Luna, something to shut down the Phantom Lancer, or just ban him out. That's the easy thing to do. So far, Team Liquid are going to open up with the Keeper of the Light. Of course, they'll have a lot of anti-push from that. And there you go. You can't deal with the Phantom Lancer, just pick the Phantom Lancer. Why not? Why not? Take that away through picking it. Anything that works, right? Phantom Lancer, Keeper of the Light is a solid combo. Add Rubik to that, and you have a pretty good kill lane right there. Good amount of damage. Not the most disable, but should be more than enough disable to kill off whoever's going to be in that lane against them. And Mousesports going to respond to these picks with a Nature's Prophet Puck as their first two. So two very solid heroes to pick up. Feda's Puck last game was pretty darn impressive. I mean, the early rotations from that Puck really led to Mousesports taking the upper hand in those couple of fights, and then that upper hand really translated into more and more upper hands until their hands could not go any higher, and they actually won the game. So just having that Puck rotate in to get that early momentum onto those early fights was very effective, catching several heroes constantly in those Dream Coils, killing off the Team Liquid supports pretty much before they get any spells off. And really, that's what you got to do as Puck: isolate, silence, and then kill. The kill part is a little bit difficult, but when you have such a huge level advantage, it of course gets a lot easier. Mousesports taking actually a lot of time to think about their last pickup. They do have a good amount of split push from the Nature's Prophet. They can't get any more split push from the Phantom Lancer because it's obviously on the other side. But it's going to be a life stealer, so maybe a little bit of a global play for Mousesports. They do have a lot of initiation range so far, and Nature's Prophet could teleport with that life stealer inside of him. And of course, Puck could do the exact same thing. So this life stealer is going to have an increased amount of mobility. It will force Team Liquid to start really targeting the supports from Mousesports. You can see first banning at that Shadow Demon. If you are running a Phantom Lancer, you do not want to be running that Phantom Lancer against a Shadow Demon. Things will not be fun for you, because everything that you get, every single item, every single point of experience will be turned back against you once that disruption hits level 4, which should be a pretty large, which will happen. It will happen if you're the Shadow Demon. So banning that out, a simple solution for that problem. And now Team Liquid, they have all their heroes so far going to be most likely heading towards one lane. So Mousesports are going to be up, the task is up to them in order to ban out the mid heroes, ban out the hard lane heroes, already going for that TC-oriented ban of the Lone Druid, who was pretty devastating last game. Unfortunately, had no AoE, so he couldn't kill the Phantom Lancer illusions at all. So I guess just potentially devastating as opposed to actually devastating, if that makes any sense. But Liquid's hard lanes are going to be banned out from them, and Mousesports supports are going to be banned out from them because, well, that's what they need. That's what each team is going to be looking to accomplish. Hero as well as the Shadow Demon. These are heroes that Mousesports have used against Liquid, and they really don't want to fight up against them again. So what's going to be their final ban out? There's really no huge tell right now. I mean, they need 2 support heroes. That's what Mousesports are going to be looking for. And really, when you're banning out support heroes, no matter what you're trying to ban out, there's always a hero that could be replaced kind of in there. Darkseer is still in the pool, so I think Liquid are probably looking to pick that one up, or possibly the Clockwork. That would also work on Bulba. They have had banned out from them the Lone Druid as well as the Tinker. I believe it's Korok's Tinker that gets played. Not too sure about that. Mousesports probably ban out the last, focusing on that mid lane. Maybe the Storm Spirit again. They banned Storm Spirit out last game. It's going to be a Visage ban from Team Liquid. Gonna get rid of that additional support hero. A lot of chasing power from that hero, but I don't know if Phantom Lance is really going to be too worried about that Visage. But he's definitely not going to be worried about it. And there's Darkseer ban. So Darkseer is probably not going to be picked up from Liquid. I'd be very surprised if they do pick it up. And look at that. It's a Clockwork. Who could have seen this one coming? It is a complete surprise. So now Liquid, they're looking for a mid lane hero. It's most likely not going to be anyone who is currently on their team right now. And Mousesports, the mid lane hero that Team Liquid picks up is going to have to go toe-to-toe with the Puck, which means probably not Queen of Pain. I mean, Queen of Pain could still hold down the lane, but it's not as dominant when you're going toe-to-toe with the Puck. I still think Storm Spirit would probably be Liquid's best bet for that mid lane. Storm Spirit solo, Clockwork solo, just buy a lot of space, get a lot of initiation range for that Phantom Lancer, and then they could be the ones doing the split pushing. You could have someone, a couple heroes on one lane, a couple heroes on another. Keeper of the Light could bring heroes back and forth, or I guess just bring heroes back, not forth. And then just, pressure Mousesports all over the map, get a lot of map control through that. It might be a little bit difficult considering Mousesports from level 1 have global map control, but it's something that Liquid can try to run. So that would help them a lot, having that Storm Spirit. Large initiation range. If you see Nature's Prophet teleporting in, you just zip in or just go it or leave. Either way, you should be fine. Leshrac is the pickup from Mousesports. So their final pickup is most likely going to be someone to set up for that stun. I mean, Shadow Demon not in the pool. Rubik has already been picked up. Bane is going to be the pickup from Mousesports, probably. Doesn't have the most AoE to deal with the Phantom Lancer. Leshrac is a little bit, Puck is a little bit, Nature's Prophet is I feel like that's enough AoE to deal with Phantom Lancer, at least until you get a lot of AoE on the Lifestealer. Probably go for Lightning Hammer, or just kill off all of his friends and then kill him off last. That'll also work. So yeah, Bane to set up with the Nightmare. We'll set up. Ooh, it's going to be a Night Stalker. Fun. So Liquid looking to get a little bit aggressive. Now what this means is that Liquid are going to look towards possibly early pushing or definitely early itemization for the Phantom Lancer. What I mean by that is go for the drums, go for power treads, go for anything that you could use to get an early boost to your game. Because that Night Stalker pick is a huge early mid-game pick. Not so much late. Yes, he could do a little bit of damage if you actually build him up like that. But most of the time, teams don't actually do that. They just use him for the early global control and fear that he strikes in the hearts of the enemies. Phantom Lance is going to look to capitalize on that. And Liquid, they do have the lineup that could be pretty aggressive. It's actually going to be an AA pick from Mousesports to get even more AoE. Now, AoE doesn't, Ancient Apparition doesn't really have the best setup. I mean, actually he has a decent one. Open Wounds into a Split Earth is pretty easy setup, and then when you layer that with the Cold Feet, then Liquid are going to be hard-pressed to escape that. TC's Doppelwalk will, of course, help. But Team Liquid, their lane isn't incredibly defensive, whereas Mousesports, their tri-lane is incredibly offensive. So their tri-lane going to be Team Liquid going to be hard pressed to survive in this tri-lane, despite the fact that they do have the Keeper Phantom Lancer combo Rubik thrown in there as well. The Ancient Apparition, I do like that pick from Mousesports. I feel like just having that additional layer of damage to really shut down TC's farm is going to be incredibly useful for the Mousesports side. It will have a little bit more map control as well. Get that a little bit of assistance for Quadriqua whenever he's teleporting in, because he's going to have an ice ball right behind him. But now that we are in this game, let's first
prepare for battle.
Prepare for battle, guys. On the Liquid side, it is going to be Korok heading towards the mid lane as that Night Stalker, looking for a fairly early bottle. Had a little bit of restoratives funneled into him from IX Mike, and he's going to look for a fast bottle there, as well as possibly an urn, probably an urn. Bulba is heading down towards the bot lane just for the moment. He's going to be playing the Clockwork, IX Mike supporting as the Keeper of the Light Fluff and stuff on the Rubik, and TC hard carrying the Phantom Lancer. We have a huge smoker from Mousesports, blocking the Lifestealer Pass on the Leshrac. Feta going to be playing the Puck once again, Quadriqua on the Nature's Prophet, and that leaves Alex as the last hero on the AA and Fluff and stuff. Oh, you're so dead. You are so dead, Fluff and stuff. I'm sorry. Open Wounds. There is the chilling touch onto everyone, and Black is going to draw first blood onto Fluff. Did not see that one coming, and yeah, Feta, you tell him.
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But you saw how much damage that early game Chilling Touch did. That's plus 50 magical damage. That is an incredibly potent level 1 spell. You could even keep it at level 1, just have it there, because plus 50 is... You don't want to mess with that. You do not want to mess with that. And hopefully, for Liquid, that doesn't set the precedent for this bottom lane, someone getting caught off and just demolished. Really, they don't have any way of disrupting that, especially if it's Rubik who's getting initiated upon. There's no disables on the Liquid side aside from that. So Rubik is going to most likely be the target of aggression. And granted, Mousesports, the Ancient Apparition, and the Leshrac aren't incredibly tanky heroes, so they can be in a little bit of trouble if they get caught out of position with a Levitate and then following up with all the other burst damage. But if Mousesports just play their cards right and play aggressive, then they should be just fine. And Black taking the first blood yet again. Not looking too good for Liquid, just 30 seconds of the game. Black already sitting at a 450 gold advantage, and TC might be in a little trouble. Open Wound's gonna fly, and TC is going to get a little bit of support from Fluff, but the damage is still there. Leshrac gonna find that kill, and Black on the run, gonna salve up in the middle of it. The right clicks will kill him off with the tower as well. Now Paz getting it worked down by Fluff as well. Right clicks should be enough. Illuminate quick on the charge will pick up that kill as well. Now Alex is on the run. Very, very soft, as I said before, these heroes. But teleportation from Black. He has returned to this fight, and he's going to go for Fluff and stuff. Just 3 hits should bring him down. There's a telekinesis, though, going to throw him as far away as possible. The lance is going to fly from TC. He's going to try to go for Alex. Should be able to do it. There it is again. Fluff and stuff, though, going to be the trade. In the end, it is 4 for 3 in favor of Team... Wait, did someone die in this bottom lane? Oh my god, he did die. How did Quojba die? What? Well, you know, the beauty of free play is that we could go back and see. Unless it freezes. Oh, there we go. Well, Quojba got beaten down. In the meantime, everyone else was dying. So yeah, Liquid take, in the end, a 4 for 3 engagement, a huge level 1 squabble. And really, that's something that is going to favor Liquid, because Mousesports, their aggression is very... I don't want to say bursty. I mean, they do some pretty good burst damage, but their aggression comes in short bursts, where they, you know, open your wounds, they dump everything they have on you, and then you're dead, and they fall back and farm. And if Liquid could avoid that, if they could take more prolonged fights, then the low HP values of Leshrac, as well as that AA, are really going to, you know, shine through for Mouse. That weakness is going to be a lot more apparent. Because if you're going for, you know, burst after burst of ganking, then you burn all your mana. You don't burn through your health. And then your health pool doesn't become a problem because you're constantly on the aggressive. But if you're going to be taking a prolonged fight, then you're going to have to be both offensive as well as defensive. And that's something is going to favor Liquid, because they don't have to deal with that huge weakness, or at least their weakness is not going to be as crippling for them. Black in the end is 2-1-1, TC is 1-1-1. Now we see rotation coming in from Fluff. He is invisible. They can get a kill onto Fada. Does Korok have silence? Yes, he does. 2 points in that nuke, as well as a Levitate Fade Bolt. That should be enough to kill off Fada if they catch him, and they will catch him. Levitate, silence. Need to silence him, like right now. Korok, why you no silence? Oh, he doesn't have any mana. Okay. I think that's a good excuse for not silencing. I would buy that. Unfortunately for Liquid, using that invisibility rune to no avail, and Puck is going to escape on out of that. Now Ix Mike just trying to pull Pass as well as Alex, going to make things very, very difficult for him. Even Black zoning out Ix Mike just a little bit. TC really can't help us keep with the light friend. Rotation from the Rubik, going to come back to this mid lane, this bottom lane, I'm sorry. They might want to go on the aggressive again. The Illuminate's being charged up. Can hit very well into Black as well as Alex. Lance going to fly as well. Alex being brought down to 150 HP. And do they have any follow-up for this? If Rubik was in position, they can. And TC going to send his Doppelwalk illusion in. Just going to try to get some vision onto Alex. Rubik is going to try to bet through. Oh, there's the Fade Bolt as well as the right click. In the meantime, though, Ix Mike can get worked down. Lightning not going to get cast as the Telekinesis, keeping Black away and stunning Pass on the way down. Liquid find a good pick off there. Illuminate once again going to fly through, hit onto the Leshrac. But Ix Mike just surviving barely due to the Fluff and Stuff support. That's why you got to go for this Rubik. He's the only one with the disable on Team Liquid's on this Team Liquid tri lane. And if he's the one who's going to get shut down and really locked down, then there's no more disables, and you don't really have to worry about that. But going for the Keeper of the Light is always a very appealing target because of how weak this hero is. But if Liquid constantly open these fights off with these nuking combinations, Pass as well as Black, pretty roughed up. Now they're going to go for TC. Where's the Chilling Touch? Freezing, Frozen Feet? What is it called? I don't even know. Cold Feet. He's going to open that up with the open wounds. And TC's going to get a little bit too far away from his support, and he's going to drop. All eyes are on this bottom lane. Kind of want to go over the other lanes. Let's see. Just take a quick look. Korok, 13 for 2 versus Feda's. I expect a lot more. Yeah, 22 for 6. Puck having a field day over Korok right now. See Korok dropping all of his items completely. Just try to get that much more mileage out of his bottle. Top lane Bulba, 15 for 4 versus Quochipus, 13 for 10. So a lot more denies on this Nature's Prophet. But taking a solo kill will give Bulba that level advantage, or it should give him a little bit of an advantage on this top lane. Now he has hit level 6, whereas Nature's Prophet is not yet there. So Bulba can look for another solo kill as long as Quochipus plays the angles right. However, he should avoid getting hook shotted unless... I don't know if he actually has enough to kill. 2 points in cogs will help hold the Nature's Prophet, but Bulba is now on the roam, wants to go for the mid lane. He's not going to run into any runes, however. Where did the mid lane go? It's there, right there. I completely missed it. Double damage on Puck, killing off Korok. And rotation from the Clockwork just a little bit too late. But 5-5 is the score, a complete bloodbath of a game. And in the end, it is going to be Mousesports taking an advantage in both farm as well as experience. But Bulba, no, he's not going to go for Quochipus. Really risky play by there. I think it's the farm on Mousesports. Yeah, wow, Lifestealer really leading the way compared to this Phantom Lancer. Saw this in the last game as well. And the Lifestealer got a lot more CS. Oh, bottom lane, the aggression happening one more time. Beta can get yet another kill onto Korok. Now on the run, Fluff and Stuff a little bit too immobile to really catch up to this Puck. Although Puck doesn't have boots. Oh, Fluff and Stuff getting blocked by the creeps. Movement is coming down from Clockwork. Rocket Flare can scout him out. They do have vision of him. There's the hook shot going to land onto the Puck, nuking him down. Rubik's going to take that kill. Beta going to trade his life away from the Night Stalkers. Not having the best of times. Bottle is up as well as boots. Really, what more do you need if you're a Night Stalker? But only level 5 right now. Whereas Clockwork is level 7. Puck is level 8. Thanks to those 2 solo kills on that Night Stalker. So Korok going to look to redeem his kind of poor early start with aggression on this bottom lane. However, despite the fact that he is a Night Stalker, he's going to have to be a little bit careful. If he gets caught in any of these lockdowns, and he's going to be in a world of hurt. Korok going to reveal himself as well. Oh, that's a fake. That is most certainly a fake. Fortunately for TC, he didn't use any mana for that one. No, Black can open up into Korok. Cold Feet is there as well. Chilling Touch is active. Split Earth going to miss. Korok is going to run out of there just fine. Alex can get beaten down by TC. Here comes the Dream Coil. Once again, going to land on Fluff and Alex Mike every single time. Beta going to land that. Black going to get telekinesis back, and he's going to get right into the clutches of Bulba. He's going to go toe-to-toe with Beta. He should be able to take down this Puck. He will. Liquid Bulba going to get that kill. And in the end, it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. Mousesports don't come out on top, even though they did bring in Nature's Prophet from that top lane. Really, it's the fact that Split Earth level 2 missed. Let Korok escape for just that small amount of time. He did die again and only got 1 assist from that, but hell, if you get better and better trades, it's going to be completely fine. And Veda has been landing Dream Coils onto Fluff and IX Mike pretty much for 2 games now. Just simply wasn't enough. Was not enough. They were able to get into this tree area where you could kind of juke around and kind of mitigate the effectiveness of that Dream Coil. Mousesports take not the best fight in the world, however, their gold per minute is still very, very good for them. I mean, TC is having a little bit of difficulty on this bottom lane last hitting. And now, there we go, another Sentry Ward going to get dropped down. Split Earth going to hit Cold Feet on the wrong target, but it shouldn't even matter. Black is going to find another kill. Illuminate going to hit Alex and Black pretty hard. But just farming up this Phantom Lancer. Mousesports looking very, very good this game with a huge gold advantage in their tri-lane. I mean, Leshrac and AA not having the best of times. Now Black lifts up into the air. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? No, Infest not going to be enough. Black restored himself pretty much to full. And Bulba still rotating around. 2-2-2-1. This is a really peculiar skill build. With a hookshot available, he's going to look for an angle onto Veda. And Veda? Oh, there's the Dream Coil. He wants to go onto Korok. Double damage once again. There's a silence. Korok going to turn around for this. He's going to punch him down just a little bit. Here comes Bulba. Going to look for the cogs. Veda has got to get out of here. Silence not going to be enough to kill off Korok. The core actually died somehow. Bulba going to dodge Split Earth. Hookshot is going to kill off. No, it's actually going to be a nice dog that kills off one. Going to land hookshot into Paz, who doesn't have any damage to kill off Korok. Lightning is not going to be there. The silence is holding him out. And Bulba with the rocket flare going to find that kill. Now going to head towards Quochipus. Going to be trapped in an arena of death. Telekinesis is going to bring him back out where Korok is awaiting. No more mana to cast anything out, and Fluff and Stuff are going to have to settle for stealing Sprout. But in the end, it is 2 free kills for Liquid. Veda going aggressive at just the wrong time versus the Night Stalker and Bulba coming in with a huge amount of damage that he has. 1,000 gold now. 302 Bulba really helping Liquid survive this early game aggression from Mousesports. And Korok finally getting a couple kills there. 1 kill as well as an assist. And I don't know where he's going, but he probably should not be there. He wants to kill into Kochka. Well, okay, that works, I guess. Free earn charge for him. And Korok should be absolutely fine to get out of there. So, balls of steel definitely from Korok. But he got earn charges as well as a kill. So I guess having balls of steel paid off for him that time. But 12 for 8, Liquid starting to get some better trades. Just barely. Really is on the back of Clockwork, who's being played extraordinarily effective right now. Has another hook shot. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it. He's going to be spotted out by the wards, which is pretty damn good coverage by Mousesports as well as Liquid. But mid lane's going to be the problem. Once again, Korok going to get hit by a Dream Coil. And Veda going to kill him off yet another time, because Night Stalker just not effective for Liquid. We saw this in game number 1 though. Korok getting completely shut down, but he came back. Hookshot, gonna get thrown. Latch onto Kochka as well. However, now he's trapped for a Split Earth as well as Cold Feet. Bulba is not gonna be able to escape this. Illuminate is gonna kill off Kochka, but Bulba is going to be the trade. Alex is gonna get worked down by the Phantom Lance, who has teleported in as well. Black now looking for initiation onto Ike's Mike. Blinding Flight will not do anything. Ike's Mike gonna try to step another Illuminate. He will not do anything with it. However, Lord is gonna fly in. Silence on TC. 40 HP. It is gonna be enough to kill off the Rubik, however, and it's gonna be 4 down for Liquid with TC just barely limping out of there with his life. Mousesports coming back and coming back hard with the rotation from Black. That's going to be a tower down. And Mousesports responding to every single active aggression that Liquid has with an even more intense active aggression of their own. Now they're just going to go right back to their lanes and continue farming. Phase boots as well as drums in the lifestealer. He's doing some pretty heavy hitting. And unfortunately, Ike's Mike got caught a little bit out of position. Didn't really expect the Lifestealer to start that dive. And now Korok in a little bit of trouble once again. Open wounds to open this up. And here comes Kochka. Gonna trap him in the Sprout. Veda is here as well. Does he have a Dream Coil? It looks like it doesn't even matter because Korok is going to get done in for the, what, fifth time? Korok alone in the mid lane going to get killed. Mousesports are just farming this Night Stalker again and again during nighttime, mind you. And there's nothing that Liquid could do about this. Night Stalker just isn't tanky enough. Has an Urn and boots. That's it. 11 minutes in. That's like my level of farm. Actually, no, I'm pretty good at Night Stalker. That's like a yeah. It's not good farm at all. I'm not even gonna try to compare it to anything. But Bulba is back and he has a hook shot available. He just has to make sure that he gets someone important. Oh, there's Levitate onto pass. They can take him out before anything happens. The Ice Ball is going to fly. Going to hit well onto TC. Liquid Fluff going to have to run away from Black. Dream Coil going to get dropped. Fluff and Stuff's going to drop. Trying to steal something. Will not happen. And then it's going to be 2 supports. Korok going to try to run away from the Cold Feet. Orb going to fly through Bulba as well. Silence is going to hit onto Bulba, but he does still have that hook shot. Gonna look for the angle. Hook shot. Gonna fly. Hit onto Fada. He's gonna hit by Lance as well. And that's gonna be a 3rd down for Mousesports. Korok still with mana. Is going to try to go for Kochka. Oh, but the Infest really gonna save Lifestealer though. Bulba is right next to him with that Battery Assault, and this creep is not long for life. There's the instant Cogs. Black trapped in the Cogs, and he's gonna get worked over. There's the huge Illuminate. Black is gonna get bursted down very, very easily by Team Liquid. And Bulba really, he's the one that's carrying Liquid on his back right now. I don't know if Liquid's heavy, but if you do want to know, you have to ask Bulba. He's making the plays. He's getting in there with the Cogs, using that hook shot to snipe off the puck. And, you know, gotta hand it to Ike's Mike as well. The Illuminates have been landing very, very hard, and Korok, for at least this past fight, has been active. So, once again, this game, an absolute bloodbath. 18-14, however, in the end, it's still Mousesports who are leading as far as the gold per minute. Veda is well on his way to his Blink Dagger, which needs 400 more until he has that item. And Liquid, their first night has run out. And I have to say, wasn't the most effective night phase. But in the end, it did buy them a little bit of space. I mean, Mousesports were completely fearless. Completely fearless. Even though they lost pass early on in the spot lane, which really set them back for that fight, they still took the fight as best they can. And they're just going to keep pushing on in, because they know that it's not nighttime phase. And Korok, he does have level 10, so he's getting some okay levels. But definitely not comparable to Feda's at all, where he's level 11, almost level 12. They're just going to go straight for the tier 2 tower. And Liquid looking to make a trade, but you know, Bulba and Fluff cannot push this tower. This is such a weird build from Clockwork. I've actually never seen this before. I mean, Clockwork is a very variable skill build. It really depends on what you want, what you need. But 3-3-3 is typically never seen ever in Dota. No Edict, but Pa's gonna push this tower down regardless, and Liquid are gonna be forced to give that one up without making a trade even. They simply don't have any pushing power onto Liquid's side. They have creep clearing with Fade Bolt, Flare, as well as Illuminate, but that's it. And you can't just rely on creep clearing if you're going to push towers. Blink Dagger now flying out to Fada. His Dream Coils are going to be even more spot on. I mean, they've already been pretty damn good. Now with the Blink Dagger to get in there and instantly initiate with that silence follow up. Oh, initiation on this top lane. Black is going to work hard onto Fluff. Going to pop out the Rage though, which is going to purge off the open wounds. Now Black on the run. Hookshot is available. Hookshot will land. Black trapped in the cogs. And Korok is here with a double damage rune as well. Earn charge, Fade Bolt. And Black is going to get lifted up into the air where he's killed by Bulba once again. Turning that gank around. Korok going to pop off that level 2 Knight. And he wants blood. There's 3 heroes on this top lane. And I don't think Liquid, it should be a good idea for them to actually try to fight that. They're going to instead fall back. They need a little bit more time for TC to get this extra bit of farm. You see Liquid, they're not having the best time in the gold per minute chart. Although the gold earned not vastly in favor of Mousesports, and Liquid just starting to pull away with the experience. The core heroes of Mousesports are getting the farm, whereas the core heroes from Liquid, they just simply aren't. And TC is going to be able to recover if he gets enough space, but that's a pretty big if. Bulba is working very hard to give TC that space though. Ice Blast going to fly in. Korok going to teleport away immediately following that Dream Coil, and he's going to finally get out of there alive. I say finally. It's like, are you really going to survive, Korok? Is it time for you to survive yet? Ike's Mike as well as TC putting a little bit of pressure on this bottom lane, but Mousesports can easily rotate in and defend against this. Creep Wave gets demolished pretty quickly, and on top lane it is Fluff and Stuff still sticking on this top lane actually. Level 9. Rubik has been getting some pretty good levels. But now, he's probably going to die. Oh, not enough damage actually. Black didn't use his Rage? What? You kidding me, bro? That would have killed. That extra attack speed definitely would have killed Fluff. Fluff and Stuff's going to be counting his blessings. And, hey, look, there we go. Bulba once again. Something about corpses being closer. Carrying Team Liquid on his back. TC going to try to hold this top lane where Kojka as well as Black can try to bring this down. TC is not getting any juxtaposed procs at all. Illuminate's going to fly through, and this tower is going to survive at 162 HP. And now everyone from Liquid's coming. Do they have the hook shot? 25 seconds. Staff of Wizardry is up on Clockwork. Probably going to be Force Staff lifting up onto Black. The smoke is a success, and he's going to get thrown into the cogs. Wow, that communication from Liquid. Black is going to try to fight his way out, but Bulba is going to finalize that kill. Ice Blast going to fly in, hit onto Bulba. Not going to matter that much, however. He's going to pull back a little bit, but he does still have the hook shot. Oh, Korok. I've seen this episode before. I know how it ends. I hate reruns. Oh, this is a new episode, though. Liquid taking a tower. They should be able to do it also. They don't have the most damage, and, well, will they be able to do it? I mean, Bulba's pretty roughed up. What is he going to go for? He's going to teleport down to the mid lane where he wants to kill into Kojka. 1v1. 1v1 me, bro. Hookshot misses, so he's going to have to settle for letting that Nature's Prophet walk free. But TC does take down the tower. A lot of gold for him. It's going to help him towards his Diffusal Blade. Just about another 1,000 gold until he finishes that item up. If Bulba hit that hookshot, that would have been a dead Nature's Prophet. 100%. 100%. But Bulba, unfortunately, in a unfortunate lapse of ballertude, missed his, first hook shot this game? I said that in some other cast where Bulba's Clockwork is, like, completely on or completely off. Like, I feel like every time I watch him, there's games where he hits every single hook shot, is a huge monster, and it's like, wow, you have to ban this Clockwork, man. And this is one of those games. And then there's games where he misses every single one, and you're like, wow, really? Did they pick up Clockwork when their player can't play Clockwork? And it's really, well, it's completely unpredictable, but it looks like we're in for a good Clockwork game, as he does pick up the Force Staff. And, well, that item, you would say that, oh, it doesn't help him tank that much. He never did his hookshot to get in there. The idea of the Force Staff is to get into someone, preferably this Lifestealer, put him in a set of cogs, and then Force Staff yourself out, so that you don't have to be in there to actually fight him. And, well, if you do that, you're definitely not going to get the benefit of being that additional tankiness with the Vanguard or a Pipe or something like that. And you won't have that lower cooldown of that hookshot. What you do have when you actually go for that is the fact that you don't have to fight this Lifestealer when you trap him in cogs. And really, the Lifestealer is one of those heroes that if you do get trapped in cogs, you're going to pop off your rage and you're going to try to fight your way out. And Bulba is definitely not tanky enough to really withstand that. especially if the rest of Mousesports is there. So we're just gonna cog someone, preferably 2. I mean, preferably 5. I don't actually know if you could trap all 5 in cogs, but I'm sure you can if they're all phase booting on top of each other. But trap as many people as you can, force staff his way out of there, and then really from a distance let Liquid pick up all the other heroes who did not get caught in the cogs. And then once the hero who's in the cogs escapes, then you kill them off. Korok gonna pop off his nighttime, and Bulba once again looking for a hookshot or possibly just a push. Blair not gonna reveal anyone. You do have to worry about a Life Slur inside Nature's Prophet as well as an upcoming Shadow Blade, but this tower should be dropped. Unless Mousesports really want to initiate on this, teleportation gonna be cancelled. Once again, feigning. Life Slur is gonna pop out, and Korok gonna go 1v4. Not the best odds, I would say. I would not bet on that if I was in Vegas. Korok should die to this one. One right click, 67 HP. He's gonna survive. Dream Coil on 3, however, and the Nature's Prophet ultimate gonna bounce through, kill off a couple, and Lightning also gonna fly through. It is going to be 2 down for Liquid. Bulba has to use his Force Staff. There he is. Gonna get himself out of there, but Mousesports seeing a fantastic fight. Bulba's got a hookshot out and out here. Silence though, slowing that down. It will be stolen by Fluff. Bulba looking for that hookshot out. The cogs are there, and he's gonna be trapped within that split earth in the cogs as well. And there goes his mega kill streak. Mousesports taking a fantastic fight. First catching Korok off guard. Surprise, surprise. And then just following through with a brilliant, 3-man, 4-man Dream Coil from Beta. And Mousesports gonna push even further off of that. They're gonna take a tier 2 tower at least. They could just go back into Roshan after this. Would not be surprised if they did so. But just that huge amount of magic damage, Liquid not tanking enough to withstand that. So far, lots of their fights have been on small skirmishes, but in a full 5v5 engagement, well, I guess 5v4, Korok died right off the bat. Liquid, their fragility is really proving to be a huge weakness for them. TC, I mean, he has finished his defusal 20 minutes in, and you see the gold starting to equalize a little bit. Mousesports, their hard carry, not getting that much actually. Black is starting to fall behind. I say starting to fall behind, comparatively, of course. TC as well as Korok starting to pull ahead above that Life Slur, which is a good sign for Liquid if you're a Liquid fan. But Mousesports, they do still have a lot of money onto Quadriga, who's now packing that Shadow Blade, so Liquid, do they have True Sight? They do not have True Sight. They're going to have to be wary about that. Beta, meantime, in his bottom lane, has picked up Boots of Travel. When he's rolling in dough, why not go for the travel? He's going to blink his way on out of there and travel on out. That's going to be it. Oh, fight happening. Black going to pick off Ike's Mike. Bulba trying to get him in the cogs. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit. Black, though, going to get silenced. The burst damage should be enough to bring him down. They want more. They want Quadriga. Hookshot is available, but they know that he has that Shadow Blade. Do they want to throw this hookshot? They know he's invisible. Hookshot, though, going to be thrown onto Alex. Surprise! You did not see that one coming. Bulba's going to get hit by the cold. Oh, no, going to first Force Staff his way out. But picking off that Ancient Apparition, definitely did not see that one coming if you're AA. Now picking off 2 in exchange for 1. Liquid going to get even more gold out of that and try to translate that into a tier 2 tower. Their bottom lane is being pushed pretty aggressively, but that's going to be food for the grinder that is the Keeper of the Light. This top lane tower should drop. Blink forward, though, and do some heavy damage to Fluff. And he's going to be forced to back on out of there if Mousesports stayed. If Liquid stayed, they're going to die. And yes, that's exactly what they do. Blink Dagger's been picked up from the Rubik, actually. So blink into Initiation, blink into Waning Rift. That's not Puck, that's a Rubik, I'm pretty sure. But Liquid, they look like they still want to fight. Nighttime is up. This is a real nighttime, not a fake nighttime, I guess, from Night Stalker. So they want to make good of this. Even though Night Stalker is not a huge factor in this game, that silence is really all they need him for. Silence and nuke and then try not to die, I guess. And so far he's been pretty good at that, except for the try not to die part. That's been kind of lacking. But silencing and nuking. Hell, Korok is silencing and nuking the hell out of people. Now got to go down to this Roshan area where Mousesports is going to work this hero, work this unit down. He can use the Keeper of the Light to pull in the Night Stalker as he does right now. And here we go. Is Bulba's hookshot still available? There's a hookshot going to get onto Paz as well as Quadriga. Cogs Where are they? Going to push one up to the high ground. He's going to die instantly, and that's going to be one down for Mousesports so far. Black trapped in the cogs, exactly what I was talking about. The Dream Coil completely nullified. Hookshot was thrown again. What was that? Mousesports, though, going to lose the Aegis that they just picked up. Buyback from this Clockwork, going to get teleported right back into the base by Ix Mike. Black, once again, is going to get worked down. TC going to try to go for Quadrifa instead. Black is on the chase for Ix Mike. Blink forward from Beta. Cogs once again are up. Going to catch Quadrifa. There's no true set, however. TC going to try to go for Beta instead, who is silenced. Fluff and Stuff going to circle around for Telekinesis. Black going to get kited left, right, and center. Quadrifa standing still for some reason, but now Black is on the chase once again. Bulba does have his Force Staff available to him. Going to Force Staff forward, looking for the Cogs. Force Staff. The Purge will slow him down, and now Black trapped in the Cogs once again. Pass going to teleport in, try to save him, try to save Black, but it's not going to be enough. Korok, as well as Bulba, can actually go for this kill onto Leshrac, but they have bigger things to worry about, such as Quadrifa is going to pick off Fluff, most likely. If he does do so, however, it's going to be an instant hookshot retaliation, and Korok on the upper end. Oh, there it is. Instantly killed him off. Now he's going to try to teleport away. Lance will be enough damage with those juxtaposed procs. Triple kill for TC. Bulba still does have this hookshot. No, he does still have the hookshot. Pos trapped in the cogs once again. Blink forward from Beta, who has returned to this fight. Korok, though, going to limp his way away. Bottle charge as well as the urn will keep him alive, but Beta now on the run. Can they disable his blink dagger? He does have a phase shift, so he should be just fine. He's on the run. He's on the run. And he's going to be just fine. Unless it's a baller hookshot, which is available. Oh, they see him. They see him. Do they see him? They see him. He has a phase shift, though. This is mind games galore right here. And Bulba. Oh, guess wrong. Alright, so that was quite an exciting fight. In the end, I do believe it was Liquid who actually got the upper hand in that. Let's see what the gold as well as experience graphs say. Yes, it was Liquid who got the upper hand. They took more kills. Buybacks galore from both sides. Let's actually take a look at how the buybacks are panning out. One on the Mousesports side, two on the Mousesports side, and one on the Liquid side. So yeah, buying back from Mousesports and Liquid. Korok, got a hand to this guy, didn't die. Good work, Korok. Staying around with that urn charge, well as the bottle charge. Engaging, then re-engaging, then disengaging. Really just playing that Night Stalker very well, considering his poor start. What more could you ask for than a Night Stalker who constantly comes in for a simple silence and then bounces right back on out without taking any damage. Liquid got the upper hand in that fight. Once again, a lot has to go to Clockwork, but now also you can see the power of TC. Brought down Quadrifa. That was within, what? I don't know what the channeling time of this is. Like 2 seconds, something like that. He killed the Nature's Prophet within 2 seconds. Granted, that was at like a half HP Nature's Prophet, but still was pretty good damage coming out of TC, and Black could not find anyone to actually hit. He's going to have to rely on his teammates to really lock people down, and that's something that he could do with Leshrac as well as Puck and AA on his team. But if they constantly kite this Lifestealer, which Liquid have been doing, Force Staffs, Blink Daggers, Night Stalker's movement speed, it's really difficult for Black to actually hit anything. And a Lifestealer that isn't hitting anything, one, isn't doing any damage, and two, isn't stealing any life. So he's going to be in Sad Town. Teleportation to this top lane, Fortification going to hold this out and out. Bulba going to latch the dust onto Quadrifa, hookshot. Oh my god, Bulba, but it's a surprise, 2-1. Black is going to pop his way out. Bulba does not have the force staff to get out of there, and he will get ground down by Black, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Tower, though, has been destroyed by Nature's Prophet's Treants, actually. Rotation coming in from Beta, but Pass is going to be the one who's in danger. Split Earth will hit on TC. Do they have enough damage to kill him off? They do not. Once again, no disables. But it's going to be Fluff and Stuff who's in a little bit of trouble. Korok as well might be in some danger. Dream Coil is available. Looks like they're just going to settle for Fluff. They should be able to take him out really, really easily, as they do. Beta going to get the last right click there. It's a 1-for-2 trade in the end, but it's Liquid going to claim another tower. Shrek has maxed out Lightning, which is pretty much what you want to do against PL. And Black has arrived to this as well. So the tower is going to hold, at least for now. Using Force Staff to actually position the Clockwork really costed him his life. And I mean, he's doing a lot with his spells, but the real problem for Clockwork right now is that he does not really have any bulk. He's level 15, which is really, really high level for the Clockwork at this stage, but he needs to get some way of surviving things. The cloak was on him. He had a cloak before. Why did he just pick it up? I don't know. But he needs some more tankiness, that's what I'm trying to say. Or at least save his Force Staff so that he doesn't have to fight a Lifestealer in the cogs. Either way, he needs some way of surviving. Right now, Korok finally does have his BKB up. Once he has that, he could actually go in and you know, hit things, which is something you want to do as the Night Stalker. Hitting things is encouraged. Looks like they actually want to go for Theta. Hook shot. Oh, not gonna happen. Fluff and stuff. Not going to. Whoa, my God, Theta. How the hell did he get all the way back there? Hook shot. Thrown. Missed. And Liquid, the rotation failed. Roshan is going to be up in another 5 minutes, and all the while, TC just farming away. Almost does have his Manta Style up. He's another like 600 gold for that. Where's Black? A pack of Javelin. So, probably, well, I don't know. It could be either way right now. Usually you don't pick up Javelin like at all, unless you're going to go for Basher. Which is a pretty good item. You'd lock down the Night Stalker, kill the Clockwork really quickly. Clockwork is going to go for an Overclock first. Might be a BKB, might just be a Heaven's Halberd. That would be an incredible item versus the Lifestealer. Won't help him so much versus the magic damage, but, I mean, he has the cloak, or he had the cloak. I don't know where it went again. But either way, more durability is coming up for Bulba. Let's take a quick item check around, across the board, actually. Beta, heading on towards his Sheepstick right now. Packing around that gem as well. Mech, trying to be brought up by Alex. Pos is going to go for his BKB. Shadowblade, Hand of Midas still up onto Quachka. Hasn't picked up anything for quite a long time, actually. And then Lifestealer has finished his Basher. So he's going to have that additional disable for Mousesports on the Liquid side. Mech is up on IX Mike. Bulba, of course, we've been harping about him for a little bit too long. Let's go on to someone else. Fluff and stuff with Blink Dagger and then nothing else. BKB on the Night Stalker. And TC does have his Manta Style flying at him right now. So itemization-wise, I'd have to say that Liquid gonna get a little bit of an edge here. Mechanism up, whereas Mechanism is not up from Mouse, and really Nature Prophet with 2,900 gold really needs to translate that into something useful. Looks like the bottom lane push is gonna be the option for Mouse. Veda looking for initiation onto Bulba. They should be able to burst him down. Ah, it's actually BKB for Clockwork. That's interesting. Usually if you're Clockwork, I would say that you're okay with being disabled. Because if you're disabled, that means your allies aren't. But at the same time, if he gets Cold Feet and then Split Earth is coming, you can just dodge that, and then it's a lot of wasted spells regardless, so. Fair enough, BKB up on Clockwork. Won't help him too much versus this Lifestealer, but it will help him versus everyone else. So I guess that's the selection of choice, but right now both teams are just farming, and Mousesports, their Lifestealer, really needs to pick up the pace. Black, this time, is getting completely outdone by TC, who has managed to get himself all the way from like this position to number 1 by quite a large margin. 436 gold per minute is no joke, especially since he had such a rough early mid game. And that's what you got to do with Phantom Lancer. If you have a team that could buy you space, then you're going to recover. Just like as I said before, he needed space to recover, and that's exactly what he got. 638. I don't know when the last time TC died was, but either way, he's found the space in order to recover from this. And now he's going to be a pretty large force to be reckoned with. Black going to have to run away from this. And Mousesports, this time, as opposed to game number 2, they do have a lot more AoE to try to deal with the Phantom Lancer. But if you sit back and let the Phantom Lancer get too much farm, then Mousesports, I mean, Black is definitely not going to be the one to kill him. That just simply isn't going to happen. I say that as he kills all his illusions. Yeah, TC continuing to farm, and right now Mousesports are on a clock. They're getting still a good amount of gold on their 3 core heroes. These 3 heroes are not going to win you the game, especially over the likes of Phantom Lancer. Veda going to go hunting. No True Sight is up for Liquid aside from 1 Sentry Ward, which probably not going to spot off this puck. Do they have any True Sight at all? Sentry Wards. Watch the random Sentry or Dust, Veda. And we have a pause. So I think I just went through all the items right before that pause. We could see experience earned pretty much dead even, and gold earned slightly in favor of Mousesports, albeit not by much. So we are just going to fly on through this, and we'll see if Veda actually can make anything happen. I don't think he will. It's TC just farming all up around the map, and Korok's illusions as well. This is going to be a tier 2 tower dead. Watch out for this courier as well. Don't want to be there. Veda gonna go for Korok for old time's sake. He can't actually do that. Not this time. He has a BKB. And the 2-2 tower does drop. So now Liquid, what's gonna be their option? It's gonna be most likely Roshan. I mean, Mousesports. Wow, what is Quach going to spend his money on? Is he gonna go for a Sheepstick as well? Ah, it's an Ultimate Orb. That does indicate Sheepstick most of the time. I guess, yeah, it would probably be the best option if you try to lock down the PL. He's not hitting things, and there's no illusions being created. You could deal with like 1 or 2 illusions. It's just the PL army that's really troublesome. And if you lock down the main hero, then you don't have to worry about that. No, it looks like it's not going to be Roshan. It's going to be the Tier 2 tower. Now, if they lose this fight, Liquid, then they're going to give up not only this potential Tier 2 tower, but also the Roshan. TC might just be looking to put a little bit of pressure onto this mid lane so that the rest of his team can easily slip in and start working on it. But Liquid, their team is not really that well equipped for dealing with Roshan kills. Really, they don't have any spells that lock him down hugely. Phantom Lancer, pretty useless against Roshan because he can't make illusions against Roshan, which kind of sucks, but at the same time it would be ridiculously OP. It is in the end a Tier 2 taken for Liquid, and Roshan is still going to remain alive, at least for now. Liquid, they're going to be okay with leaving Bulba up there. They can bring him back with that recall ability. But right now they're just going to fall back, get a little bit more farm for TC. They have not a care in the world. As long as they have proper coverage of this Roshan pit, they're going to be just fine to do whatever the hell they want. Because they know that late game, like super late game, like in 20 minutes, TC is going to be unstoppable. There's simply not going to be anything that Mouse could do to stop this Phantom Lancer, aside from, you know, gank him and try to get the chain hex off. But his heart is coming up. It is almost coming up. Level 2 Diffusal Blade being the priority first. A little bit more agility for him, a little bit more mana burned. And TC's getting incredibly big. Right now, Mousesports, they're going to have to be the ones who have to make something happen. And they're not getting split pushed like they were last game. TC, as opposed to Black last game, really favoring the farm in the jungle instead of the lanes. Of course, he is putting a little bit of pressure to the lanes as well, but Mousesports, they have to make something happen. If they sit back for too long, then this is going to change. Korok's going to get more gold, Bulba's going to get more gold. It's not going to really translate into too much more damage because, I mean, Korok's not that a big threat still, even with the BKB. It's not going to be hitting you that hard. Liquid putting a lot of faith into TC right now, and that's faith that Liquid can actually put there relatively safely. Bottom lane is going to be Fada once again, trying to push Liquid back just by split pushing in. But this Illusion's army on the front lines can do some pretty heavy damage to Black. Going to stand up to them toe to toe with Split Earth helping out as well. 2 on this top lane, going to bring this tower down to deny range, and then they're going to deny it. Bring down the catapult. Kill the catapult. There you go, Korok going to get the deny there, and that's going to be the first denial tower, I think. As TC just continues to farm all around the map in Mousesports. What are they trying to accomplish right now? They do have a sheep stick up on Nature's Prophet, which is a huge pickup. But they need something else. They need to do something. They're going to find Fluff. This could be big if they manage to pick him up. The hook shot in from Bulba. He has Fluff's back. The Cogs, where are the Cogs? They're going to instead go for Corchbo, where it does have Black inside him as well. TC on the run, going to avoid the Ice Blast just barely. Bulba on the front lines with the BKB, going to bring down the puck right away. Alex is going to hit by Stolen Split Earth, and now the Force Staff forward. Going to push past back with the Cogs. That's going to be 3 down for Mouse. Liquid has lost TC, however. Not sure how that happened, but Forge going to try to teleport away. One more click will do it. Fluff and Stuff for the double kill. And Mousesports lose all but their Lifestealer. They do not have buybacks. Oh, please tell me they have buybacks. Oh, that's going to be a free Roshan. And even though Liquid, they don't have much damage, as I said before, to kill off Roshan. Hell, they have freaking map hack Night Stalker right now, and they should be able to bring this down. TC, the only sacrifice for the Liquid squad. I mean, it's not optimal. You don't want to lose your PL, but at the same time, it's going to get your team of Roshan. And PL does not have buyback either, so Roshan is actually taking a little bit longer than Liquid would really like. There's going to be an Ice Ball flying soon enough. And TC is not going to get this Aegis. It's going to be most likely Bulba going to get the Aegis. If he gets it at all, here comes the Ice Ball. And Bulba, oh, hookshot, going to just barely miss. Night Stalker is the one who picks that one up. And Black's just going to rage his way out of that mana leak. No big deal. But it is a favorable fight in the end for Team Liquid. Even though they have lost TC, they do take... They really have to get rid of that. That is such BS. Like, there's a lot of mechanics in Dota, which I defend. I know partially because I have been playing Dota for long enough to really appreciate the mechanics and just accept the fact that they're part of the game. But missing on wards on the uphill, that's just bullshit. I mean, you shouldn't be missing wards, because that could completely screw you over. You waste so much time, and these are support heroes. So, Ice Frog, if you want to give support heroes a break, just make it so that you could always hit wards. You never miss, unless you're like Drunken Haze or something like that. Because that's just not cool, in my opinion. Not cool at all. Korok with a gem as well as Aghanim Scepter. See this circle of vision? See this? This is pure vision. If anything comes in the circle, it's going to be seen. And Korok is just a pretty much... I mean, you can't really dodge this. If you're Mousesports, you can't get the jump on Korok anymore. Unless you have a illusory orb and a blink, and then you might be able to. But he has a BKB, so he won't be able to really... the puck that is Feta won't be able to actually kill off the Night Stalker. So now, Aegis is up on NS, and, well, TC, they're going to look towards the top lane. TC has finished his Heart of Tarask, and he's going to be incredibly bulky right now. Korok just going to spot out, look for wards, look for anything he could find. Looks like what they're going to find is Quash from this top lane. Bulba possibly going to... Well, that was the hook shot that almost hit something. Bulba going to get worked down incredibly quickly. Force Staff needs to Force Staff it out. He will not do so. TC is going to come straight in. Teleportation 1, Teleportation 2, stun onto Black, as well as onto Quash. They might get 2 out of this. They're definitely getting the Nature's Prophet. Black lifts up into the air, right into a pile of Phantom Lancer illusions. Fluff and Stuff going to Force Staff his way out of there. The Phantom Lance will slow down Black. Ice Ball going to come on in, hit absolutely nothing. That's going to be 2 down in exchange for 1. And this is definitely going to be the tier 2 tower. However, Veda, this is a split pushing monster. Mousesports constantly forcing Liquid back. Someone's got to come back to deal with this. And it really has to be the Night Stalker or the Phantom Lancer. I mean, you could try to put Fluff there, but I guess if Puck falls back, then Fluff could survive. But Puck could just jump in and kill Fluff really easily. TC's going to lead the charge for this tier 2 tower. We'll be able to shred this down really, really quickly. That's going to be that, and Aegis still up on Night Stalker with 35 seconds up until the Lifestealer is actually available to fight. Actually, it's more like 40. Then they should be able to break the tier 3s. However, Feta, going to get lifted up into the air. Fluff and Stuff going to split Earth, chain it off, and Fade Bolts kill him off. Wow. Fluff and Stuff manning up hard, gonna get the tower denied as well, and then get yanked right back up to the top lane. And Ix Mike will have another pullback so that the Clockwork could join them in just a couple seconds as well. Tower does get brought down. Buyback from the Nature's Prophet with only like 5 seconds left on that. Quash, but instantly purged, instantly slowed down with the Night Stalker, getting it worked down. Split Earth is going to not help him at all. Now Bulba has arrived to this fight. Raxes are going to drop. And Bulba gonna look for that hookshot once again. Fluff and Stuff. Baller status has been achieved, level 100. Killing off the Puck solo, going to get pulled up to the top lane, and that's going to be that. Raxes have been claimed. 38 to 26, and TC just going to constantly throw lances. Lifestealer does do some pretty good damage with that Abyssal if he gets his hands onto this Lifestealer. But once again, that's a big if. Ice Ball going to fly in. Korok, dodge, dodge. Oh, this might burn his Aegis. Probably will. Alex, though, getting lifted up into the air. And he's going to die before he actually lands on the way down. Bulba getting a hook shot in for Pos. Good luck with the Shrek. That's going to be 4 down for Mousesports. Double racks as well. If Mousesports don't call it, I will. This is GG. They cannot recover from this. They don't have enough AoE to deal with TC as well as Mega Creeps. And Korok wants to burn the Aegis. He can go man mode versus Black. He's going to get out of there alive, however. Black going to try to fight his way out. Try to kill Korok. Blink forward from Veda. Will kill off that Night Stalker with Bulba. Going to track him down. Cogs, oh, just barely missing that puck. But a GG has been called, ladies and gentlemen. Liquid take this set 2-1 over Mousesports in a very, very good Game 3, or at least much better Game 3. The other games were kind of meh. Anyway, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Liquid. That means we're going to be moving on to the next set. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, let me know why. Other than that, we're just going to be calling GG in just a little bit as soon as Pos decides to leave the game, because they're going to have Mega Creeps barreling down on them. Let's just speed this one up, wait for the Ancient to pop, and, well, Benny Hill, there it is. Alright guys, GG.